Folded all your sweaters on a Sunday. I packed the books in order like you'd want. I wrapped your mug in paper, taped the boxes, and told myself this was brave and not a fault. I carried everything down to the landing. I made the process clean and organized. But when I reached the bedroom and the pillow, I stopped and held it, and I realized I could pack the physical, the visible, the present. I could clear the surface of the life we had. But some things live below the level of the leaving. Some things I cannot pack without going mad. I packed your things but kept your smell on the pillow. The last invisible thing that you left here. I packed your things but kept your smell on the pillow, and pressed my face into it like you were still near. I know it's fading, I can feel it going. A little less of you with every night. I packed your things but kept your smell on the pillow. And when it's gone, I think that's when I'll finally know you're really gone. I sleep around it now, I won't disturb it. I breathe in what remains and call it close. I know that this is grief doing strange things to me. I know that I am holding to a ghost, but ghosts are all we have when people leave us. The traces and the echoes and the air. I packed your things but kept your smell on the pillow, and I am not ashamed that part of you is still right there. I could pack the physical, the visible, the present. I could clear the surface of the life we had. But some things live below the level of the leaving. Some things I cannot pack without going mad. I packed your things but kept your smell on the pillow. The last invisible thing that you left here. I packed your things but kept your smell on the pillow, and pressed my face into it like you were still near. There will come a morning when it's just a pillow, and the sun has given everything it had. And I will wash it then and start the after, and it will be the saddest and the bravest thing I've had to do, to wash away the last of what was physical, to let the final trace go down the drain. I packed your things but kept your smell on the pillow, but even that is slowly going, gone. I packed your things but kept your smell on the pillow, and soon that too will be a memory. I packed your things but kept your smell on the pillow, and when it's gone, I'll still have what we were to me. The love inside me doesn't wash away with pillows. The love is mine and I will keep it near. I packed your things but kept your smell on the pillow, but you are everywhere, not just in the pillow. Everywhere, still in the pillow, fading slowly, but still here, still everywhere. People ask me if I wish it hadn't happened, if I would choose a version without you. And I sit with it a moment before answering, because the honest answer isn't what they'd want to hear, it's true. I would choose it every time without the question, even knowing everything it cost me in the end. Loving you is like the most alive I've ever been, even when alive meant breaking, meant descent. There is a kind of sadness that is beautiful, that opens you to everything at once, the kind that shows you what you are made of. And I found that in the loving and the months. Loving you is the best sadness I ever felt, the most awake, the most completely here. Loving you was the best sadness I ever felt, and losing you confirmed what I held dear. That I am someone who can feel this fully, that I am someone made of real and deep. Loving you was the best sadness I ever felt, and I would love you all over again, even knowing what it costs, even knowing I am richer for the having, even empty. I am deeper for the depth you showed to me. I am more myself for having loved so completely than I was in all the years before I could see what love can be when it arrives completely, when it holds nothing back and neither do you. I gave you everything without reservation, and everything came back as something true about me, about love, about the beautiful cost of caring without ceiling, without roof. Loving you was the best sadness I ever felt, and the sadness is the proof. There is a kind of sadness that is beautiful, that opens you to everything at once, the kind that shows you what you are made of. And I found that in the loving and the months. Loving you was the best sadness I ever felt, the most awake, the most completely here. Loving you was the best sadness I ever felt, and losing you confirmed what I held dear. I won't pretend the pain was worth it in a simple way. Pain is not a currency I would endorse, but I will say that what the pain revealed to me was a version of myself I wouldn't trade for less. The loving and the losing made me whole in ways that comfort never could and safety never would. Loving you was the best sadness I ever felt, and sad or not, I'm grateful that I could, that I did, that I loved you. Loving you was the best sadness I ever felt, and I will carry that as something beautiful. Loving you was the best sadness I ever felt, and beautiful and painful are not impossible to hold together in the same honest chest. I hold them both and they belong to me. Loving you was the best sadness I ever felt, and I am better for the loving. Even here, even now, even free. Best sadness ever felt, better for the loving, even now. I had an argument with you this morning in the shower where you weren't standing there. I said the things I never said out loud and gave you all the words you'd never dare. I had you apologize and mean it fully. I had myself accepted and moved through, and then I dried my hands and had my coffee and carried the ache of talking to know you. The conversations happen without asking, they arrive inside the ordinary day. My mind keeps staging scenes that have no venue and casting you in everything I say. I keep having conversations with you that we will never actually have. I keep having conversations with you in the kitchen, in the car, and going to bed. I argue and I reconcile and laugh with you. I tell you things I thought of just today. I keep having conversations with you that live entirely inside, where they can never find their way to you. I had a lovely one last Thursday evening. We talked about a book I'm reading now. I heard your voice the way I've memorized it and understood exactly what you'd vow. And then I realized I was talking to myself, or to the you I carry like a sound, and had to sit inside the quiet of the knowing that the you I keep is a you that isn't found outside of me, outside of my own keeping, outside of the imagination of this loss. I keep having conversations with you, and you don't know what talking to you costs. The conversations happen without asking, they arrive inside the ordinary day. My mind keeps staging scenes that have no venue and casting you in everything I say. I keep having conversations with you that we will never actually have. I keep having conversations with you in the kitchen and the car and going to bed. Maybe this is how the missing finds its outlet, in the staging of the talks that cannot be. Maybe imaginary you I speak to daily is just love that needs somewhere to breathe freely in. conversations quiet. Maybe one day you leave my inner stage. I keep having conversations with you, but every conversation turns a page toward quiet. I keep having conversations with you, and slowly they are teaching me to close. I keep having conversations with you, but something in me knows the way this goes. That one day I'll walk past the kitchen mirror and not feel the need to turn and start a scene. I keep having conversation, turns a page toward quiet. I keep having conversations with you, and slowly they are teaching me to close. I keep having conversations with you, but something in me knows the way this goes. That one day I'll walk past the kitchen mirror and not feel the need to turn and start a scene. I keep having conversation, turns a page toward quiet. I have walked the edges of this feeling, looking for the place where missing you runs out. I have measured it in months, and in the morning I have tested it with silence and with doubt. I thought surely by the spring it would be smaller, surely summer brings a lighter carrying. But the seasons change and nothing about the missing has shown me any sign of narrowing. I am not asking for the missing to be over. I have made my home inside it well enough. I just thought that love like this had some horizon, some place where the longing runs out of enough. I cannot find the place where missing you ends. I have searched the map of this and found no edge. I cannot find the place where missing you ends. And I have walked each road to every ledge. I am not lost, I want you to know that clearly. I function and I live and I go on. I cannot find the place where missing you ends, but I have learned to carry it as something that belongs to me now. I wonder sometimes if the endless missing is just love that has nowhere to deposit. Like a river that kept flowing after the ocean closed and had to find another way to fit. Maybe missing is the love continuing beyond the end of where it had a home. Maybe I'm not broken by the endless. Maybe I'm just loving into foam, into the air, into the space between the days, into the particular light of certain afternoons. I cannot find the place where missing you ends, but maybe that's just love without a room. I am not asking for the missing to be over. I have made my home inside it well enough. I just thought that love like this had some horizon, some place where the longing runs out of enough. I cannot find the place where missing you ends. I have searched the map of this and found no edge. I cannot find the place where missing you ends, but I have stopped looking for the ledge. Maybe endlessness is not the tragedy I thought. Maybe some loves are just permanent in nature. Maybe I will miss you for the rest of everything, and that will be a part of my own stature, part of who I am, part of how I'm shaped now. The missing as a feature, not a flaw. I cannot find the place where missing you ends, and I am learning to call that love. Just love. Still love. Still love. I cannot find a place where missing you ends, and I have stopped expecting to come. I cannot find the place where missing you ends, and so I carry it and carry on. And some days are lighter and some days are heavier, but all the days contain you somewhere near. I cannot find the place where missing you ends, and maybe that is how I know you mattered, how I know you were real. No edge to the missing, no end to be found, but still carrying on, carrying you. I never understood the word homeless, the way it lives inside the chest, not just the street. The way a person can be sheltered, fed and standing, and feel like they have nowhere safe to be. You were the place I went when I was frightened, the voice that made the large world smaller still. Now I move through rooms and spaces unfamiliar, looking for a version of that warmth to fill. I am not without a roof, I want that clear. I have walls and heat and everything I need. I am just without the particular belonging that made me feel at home inside my own being. You were my home, and now I am homeless in myself, wandering the rooms of my own life like a guest. You were my home, and now I am homeless in myself, and no address provides what I have lost. Home is not a place, I understand it fully now. Home is a person and a feeling of arrived. You were my home, and now I am homeless in myself, and I am building brick by brick from the inside, trying to arrive. I have been trying to build the feeling inward, to find the safety in my own two hands, to make my myself the place I go, and frightened to be my own foundation where I stand. Some days I feel a warmth that might be home now, a flicker of the settled, of the known. Some days I stand inside myself and almost feel the beginning of a coming home. I am not without a roof, I want that clear. I have walls and heat and everything I need. I am just without the particular belonging that made me feel at home. Inside my own being, you were my home, and now I am homeless in myself, wandering the rooms of my own life like a guest. You were my home, and now I am homeless in myself, and no address provides what I have lost. But I am learning that the home I need was always something I could build myself, that I outsourced the safety and the settling, when it was always in my own two selves. In my hands, my voice, my own reflection, and the way I show up for myself at night. You were my home, and now I am homeless in myself. But I am building, and the building is beginning to feel right. You were my home, and now I am homeless in myself. But homeless isn't permanent, I'm learning that. You were my home, and now I am homeless in myself. But I am laying ground, and I am not going back to the homelessness I didn't know I carried, to the safety I had borrowed from another's frame. You were my home, and now I am homeless in myself. But I am becoming my own home, slowly, my own home. I am learning my own name. You were my home, now I am building my own home, learning my own name. There was a time before I knew your face, before your name was anything to me. There was a time you were just air and space, before you became everything I'd see. I try to find that person now, pre-you, the one who lived inside a world without your laugh, your silence, your particular way of turning ordinary into what love's about. And somewhere between the stranger and the everything, and the stranger you have since become again, I lost the map of who I was before and after, and the in-between of when we were strangers who became everything, who became strangers again. By the end, we were strangers who became everything, and now we pass each other around the bend of mutual friends and shared familiar places, with the careful distance of the no longer known. We were strangers who became everything, who became strangeness now is different from the first kind. The first was just a blank and empty space. This strangeness holds the weight of the everything. This strangeness knows the map of your whole face. I know the way your shoulders move when laughing. I know the voice you use when you are scared. And all that knowledge lives inside a stranger. A stranger I once loved beyond compare. And somewhere between the stranger and the everything, and the stranger you have since become again, I lost the map of who I was before and after, and the in-between of when we were strangers who became everything, who became strangers again. By the end, we were strangers who became everything, and now we pass each other around the bend. Of all the endings, this one feels the strangest, that we could hold each other's whole interior and then return to lives that don't include each other. Like knowledge of that depth was never here. I carry you around as an intimacy that has no current context anymore. We were strangers who became everything, and I know you better than I know most people, and I am a stranger at your door. We were strangers who became everything, who became strangers again. By the end, we were strangers who became everything, and we will probably never be that close again. But the everything we were was real and full, and I would not unmake it, even knowing how it ends. We were strangers who became everything, who became strangers, and I am grateful for the everything between strangers first and everything strangers again. Grateful for between